Scrapping with Grandpa. Haven't even started taking apart this stuff on the back of my trailer yet. I stripped wire for about 3 hours today while left-handed Paul tore down an old deck of mine. He tore down the deck while I stripped out some copper. Ended up with 45.3 pounds of bare bright. I've just not had a time to come out and start this. So Paul just left. It's 3:30. I just want to open this thing up, kind of see what's inside. I can see a lot of it from the top. I want to see a little bit more of it. This is the ice maker part of it. The ice maker. Oh, come on. That one ain't coming out. Got it. The ice maker with all kinds of nickel plated copper. I mean, it's just everywhere on this thing. Blessed. That's all I can tell you. Grandpa has been blessed with some goodness. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Look at that thing. Wow. Impressive. Come on, baby. Just snap out of there for me. I guess it's not supposed to come out that way, is it? That's why it won't. Yeah, that's my deck. Tore it all down. Now I'm burning it up in the barrels. I didn't do any videos of it, but I tore down my steps and a walkway down through there, and another set of steps at that bottom door over there. And what I'm going to do is put lattice and plant just a flower garden. I like one that likes shade, so mulch some flowers. Build a little patio, not a patio, but a deck that comes out from that door and then has one step down to the yard. That'll be pretty cool. Anyway, that's all we've been doing today. Just tearing apart the deck. And then I got curious and wanted to see what was in there after he left. Where the deck used to be that came from the top stairs down before I built this set for the pool, so we just eliminated them. The wife wants flowers down all the way through from one end to the other. Springtime's coming. Time to get planting. So right now I'm burning, and I still haven't got my yard cleaned up, obviously. But Rotator gave me a hard time this weekend, so I just decided to take the weekend off. Didn't make a video. I literally did nothing. Nothing at all. Took the entire weekend off. Look at that goodness. This thing's gonna have something in it, boy. Let me tell you, some good stuff. Can't believe the amount of copper that's on this thing. It is everywhere. Everywhere. Cut all these things here off and get down to it. Crack. Yes, sir. I'm probably not going to mess with this much today. I just wanted to kind of get an idea. Get a good idea what I had out here. Oh yeah, that's copper everywhere. Another big compressor. Big compressor, lots of copper. From what I understand here, there's a lot of nickel plated copper, which would make it number 2 copper. So I got 1 and 2 here. Yep, this is nice. This is like Rianiti wine nice, I'm talking about. Wow. Goodness. Everywhere. Hope everybody had an amazing weekend. Like I said, I had a very lazy weekend. I didn't do anything. Not because I was lazy, but I just didn't feel like it. Couldn't get my oomph. So I just kind of relaxed. Hung out in the house with the wife and my mother-in-law. And the good thing about this, it came from air conditioning guys, so they had to undo all the Freon, so I didn't have to worry about anything being in it. It was already completely drained by them. That's always a good thing. Get a knife out here and cut that stuff up. It's covering all my copper. But what I'll probably end up doing is yeah, that's beautiful. That's golly. Yep, that's an awful nice unit right there. Even up in this upside, from what I understand, this is all number 2. Get these things out here. That's all number 2 packing. That's the water sprayers. Number 2 nickel plated copper. They're not real thick, so I mean they're not super thick, but they appear to be fairly easy to get out of here. They clip in, clip out, that kind of goodness. It's easy enough to get apart, that's for sure. But nickel plated copper. It's all plastic hose that feeds it. It's all copper hose in the back. Trays that separate it. Oh yeah. This shouldn't be too hard to figure out. I wonder if all of them are copper right there. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. It's at least going to be interesting. I'm not sure how that comes apart. Looks like a rivet. Looks like a rivet. There's some rivets here, rivets here. I think I'm going to screw the rivets out is what I'll do, and see if I can pull these things straight up after I cut the lines on the back. But I'm going to have to get it off the truck before I can actually be able to do that. So, but yeah, this is one of my next projects. Got some big ones over there. Looking forward to it, even though, like I said, I was kind of lazy. Like I said, I've been told this is nickel plated copper, which would make it number 2. Just have to get it out and scratch it and see what's under that. I've already checked it and it's definitely not magnetic, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but this is a nice piece. Lots of goodies in there. The whole backside down there is full of copper pipes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. There's about 15 copper pipes in the back. So, oh, a couple screws. Take that apart. It's just a bunch of screws, really, and this outside case will come off of this thing and expose all that copper to me. But before I get that far, I'm going to roll this thing onto the ground. That's for sure. I'm definitely going to roll it onto the ground because I'm not going to be able to do very much on top of this trailer. But I have been busy. I'm still busy. I got a busy week, actually, guys. So I'm not going to be probably doing a lot of scrapping. So I wish I could, but I can't. I got a lot going on this week. My sister's been in the hospital. I need to go help pick up her girlfriend tomorrow. I got Paul doing a roofing job, and I bought that Harley, and I made an appointment with the Harley store to drop it off and have them do a go over for me. So I'm gonna let them go over it and make sure everything's good and get it running, started, change the oil, all that kind of goodness. I bought a new battery the other day, $112, and get it started, and then put that thing up for sale. Who knows, I might even be able to sell it right there at the Harley place. I don't know yet, so we'll find out tomorrow when I bring it in. Like I said, I got Paul doing a roof repair tomorrow while I bring the Harley to the shop. Other than that, I have more than I can do. More than I can do. Plus I'm going to burn off this old pile of wood probably. Either that or I'm probably going to load this stuff up in my truck and just get rid of it. I ain't got time for all that crap. Anyways, much to do. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Like I said, until next time, what's next? What's next? What's next? I can tell you what's next. All of that. I have so much to do. See ya. I'm hot. I gotta take something off. Definitely excited. I just found some time to start working on this thing, so I think I'm going to get a couple buckets and pull this thing off the truck, take it apart. Let's go. I definitely can't do it while it's in the trailer, so I decided I'm gonna dump it. Get some of this trash off of here. Trash, some old trash. Go. Garbage. Uh-oh. The door's coming open now. It's going to be a little bit of garbage, but definitely got some goodness with this thing. Somebody stuck that on there down there. Somebody's been jury rigging. Yeah, these are from what I understand, copper coated, nickel coated copper number 2. Guess we'll see. Get all the plastic off of here, so if it tips upside down, which it's going to, and then I'm going to tip it back over again, hopefully. Come on, baby. Come on, daddy. Beautiful. I love you. Look at the goodness. I'm going to take out screw after screw after screw. I can find them. The rest of the shred on there. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Cut it. That's some goodness. Maybe they'll pull through. Some good wire right there. Wire. Come on, baby. 2 and 3. Oh yeah, look at this thing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. This is my first time ever taking one of these apart, so it's a first for me and a first for you. Maybe. If you've taken one apart. Let me know. There is so much goodness on this machine. Not even funny. Right now, I'm looking for Phillips head screws. I guess I'm gonna tip this thing back up again. Tip it up. Screws. Oh yeah. If I can tip it up, this thing is heavy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, look at all the goodness back there. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna leave it. Cut, cut, cut. Goodness everywhere, guys. I'll try to pile it up and see what we get out of it at the end. Oh yeah. Get all this plastic goodness off of here. Well, I like them clips. Nice, easy clips. There you go, garbage. I'm just gonna roll it over until I found every screw there is on it and see what it takes to get apart from there. Might have some stainless on here. I'll have to check that. Checking for stainless anything. Yes, stainless. Be hanging on to that. Best thing I can do is grab a hammer, because you know I love a hammer when I'm smashing something. We're just gonna start cutting tubing, seeing how much I can get out of my way. Right at the get-go. There is a bunch of it on here. I mean, a bunch of it. Fire going over here to my left. I can feel a little bit of heat from that. Look, them things of copper that goes through there. I don't know if that's copper. It looks like it's all copper. There's some goodness in this thing, I'm telling you. Full of it. Completely full. Goodness. And I will cut all these down into my number 1 and my number 2, but I'll do that later. Number 1 and number 2. Let's see here. Cut, cut, cut. Cut some more. Tremendous amount of copper in it, I'll tell you that much. Wow. 1 and number 2. I'm sure I'm gonna have to take some rivets out of this thing. So I'll get my drill. Pop them rivets out of the hole. That whole thing should just pop right up once I get it. I believe, anyway. Like I say, this is my first time ever taking one of these apart. But as I find a screw, I'll pull it out. But I think rivets, if I drill them rivets out, that thing might pick straight up out of there. As soon as I get it loose, I can probably. Yeah, see, I got a couple screws here. Oh, maybe even better than that. Now that I'm looking at it. Yep. This thing's got covers for these screws right here. This whole thing might just pull up. And they got to work on them somehow, right? Oh boy. Of course, there's still all kind of hookups going on to it right now somewhere. is holding this thing down? Either that or it's just that heavy. Goodness. Something's got to be holding that thing. That thing is a beast for heavy. Wow. What is holding that bad boy down? Must be a drain line. The bottom is holding it in. This is all for me. Something brand new. That thing's got to come out of there. One way or the other, that's coming out. I'm not sure exactly how yet. There is so much copper and stuff in this thing. That's a motor. Lord, I gotta get that off too. I just don't know what holds these down, or are they just that heavy? Oh, no, something's got resistance. Look at the copper. Oh, Lord. These things are just wound full of copper. This copper? Not stainless. Oh my goodness gracious, yes. Pure copper. Holy smoke. I'm excited now. I don't think I've ever seen that much copper in one piece. I'm gonna throw that on the scale when I'm done. See what the whole thing weighs. I know she won't just pull out, although the copper might. If I cut them ends right there, I'll probably pull every piece of that out of there. I believe it will come out. Back and forth, just like that. Look at that. Back and forth. Come on, baby. I know you want to come out of there for me. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. That's full of goodness. Oh, I see. That one's wrapped around it. Oh, maybe not. There you go. Look at that. Goodness gracious. Every time I pull a piece out, I'm more excited. Just keep it cut down to something we can work with. Lord have mercy. Yeah. Chopper. I don't know if this is the best way to do it though. There's got to be a better way. Well, if I pull up on every single one of them in the middle as it comes out, it shortens it up, lets it come out. That is nice. Oh yeah. Back and forth. That goodness right there. That's all number 2. That is all number 2. Baby. That's beautiful. I definitely gonna need a bigger bucket. That's only one strand. And then we'll see how these come off of here. Looks like they got rivets in them. Oh yeah, yeah. Rivets. Nothing a hammer won't take care of, that's for sure. In the meantime, pull these out. One at a time. Look at that goodness. Look at that goodness. God. Big old piece. Yeah. You got to be excited about that. Got to be excited. Yeah. Hole number 2. It's just dirty. I don't know. There's no paint on it. But because it's tin coated, it'll be number 2. That's all right. I'll take number 2 all day. That's a chunk. I'll cut that all up at the end there and put it in the bucket. Oh yeah, it's getting lighter. I could probably turn it on its side and slide that whole thing out, but I'm not sure, and this seems to be working pretty good, so. Had my smasher thrasher. Here it is. Smasher thrasher. Right through there. It's coming out, baby. Think of this beast, guys. Wow. Starting to get warm. Take my coat off. Yeah. Oh, copper. More piece. Oh, yeah. This thing is absolutely full of copper. I mean, it's full of it. Looks like it could be cleaned up for number 1, to be honest with you. We'll find out before we're done with it. Still got to figure out how these things are coming out. Not sure if they just pop off of there, or maybe a handle will do it. I'm not sure exactly what they are either, to be honest with you. Let's get to this side. What I'm doing is, since they're just back and forth, shortening it up. Pops right through. shorten it up. Before I'm done, I'm going to cut all this, cut it up, see what it weighs on it. Cut that off. Little piece out here turned down too far. There we go. Got her now. This is just one side. Wait till I get to the other side. Yep. A bunch of number one over there. Like I said, when I get this done, I'll weigh up all this whatever number two just to see what it weighs. Just because I'm curious. I'm saving it, so I'm not getting rid of it anytime soon. I think copper's at a low right now. I went and checked on a price this morning in my area for Fair Bright. He told me $3.50 a pound. I'm not selling my Fair Bright copper for $3.50. That means number one is generally about a nickel less. So $3.45 when I just recently got $3.80. So I'm not throwing away 40 cents a pound. Imagine that times 100 pounds. I mean, you know, it all adds up. So the next thing that I've been curious about this thing is what are these? And I think I'm about to find out. I do believe that thing will come out of there. Looks like it is. Nope. Still something holding it in place. What? I don't know. I do not know. This feels like it's got resistance. Not sure where the resistance is coming from. Oh, I found it. Had to be somewhere. Now that I got the pipes out of my way, I can see. I can see, said the blind man. Just a couple screws. Come on, baby. Still got a whole row of copper down there. I know Gulf Coast Scrapper probably knows what these are. All them plates are. There's a ton of plates on that thing. But the rivets are what's holding it in place. And there's a bunch of them. I'm guessing grab a drill. Although, like I said, I still have another whole run of copper. Whole run of copper down through there, about 20 feet. So yeah, let's get something we can take this a little bit better apart, like a drill bit, and drill that out. I think that's going to be the way to go. Of course, they're going to start stripping, or should I say turning. If I turn my drill sideways just a little bit, I should stop that instead of straight down. What that does is cut that outside edge, so cuts the outside edge. Yeah. Now, this is still attached with rivets. If it's not screws, it's going to be rivets. And one way or the other, they're going to have to come loose. My drill bit might be a little big for this. Even though still going to bust them loose, that's all I care about. I probably do just as good with a hammer, but which is my normal method. Hammer, hammer, smash it. Stainless. Some mean plastic. It is a mean piece of plastic. Is the hammer better? Yes. 9 times out of 10. That's plastic. That is some mean stuff. I'm serious. Stainless. And that mean ass plastic. I do mean mean. I'm gonna swallow up my hammer. Let's see what's going on. I'm guessing this is stainless, but I'm not 100%. Find out soon enough. I won't bore you to death with the whole teardown. It might get boring before it's over with. Especially when you're doing it in real time. Plastic. I'd much rather have a screw any day of the week. Than a rivet. Oh. Oh. Whew. That wasn't good for my rotator. That hurt bad. I am not gonna lie. Just slipping down a little bit hurt like a son of a gun. Stainless. I'm trying to save that. Doesn't take up a lot of space. Definitely not magnetic. I'll put my grinder. I'll get my grinder. You know what? A grinder might have worked better than them drill bits. I need to get my grinder blade going on right now. Stainless. There's no sparks like that. And it's not magnetic, it's stainless steel. If you have room to save your stainless right now, I would say do it. Because from what I've heard, and I am not by any means the expert, going up by June, July, maybe August, I don't know. Alright. So that last one I did with a drill bit. I'm going to try these with my grinder. I just feel like it's probably quicker. How about a grinder and a hammer? Nothing beats a good old hammer. Nothing. We get them things hot right there. I've noticed that they come off fairly easy. Get them hot, they melt right through it. Plastic. Still doesn't necessarily help with separating them. steel doesn't help to separate it. Get rid of the rest of that. There you go. Thinking that there's not a lot left there except for that motor down there, and this, you know, obvious copper that's inside there. But I think I cut this loose next, right there, and start working on this side. I got the compressor, which is big fat boy, copper and brass. I got to get a few screws out of this thing. Let's see what we got here for screws. Screws. Copper. That piece right there. Nice piece there. We'll bust that copper end off. I think this is one of them things that's got a little motor in it. Can save that for micro scrapping. You got a little stainless steel. Yeah, there's a little bit of copper in that if it's something you want to mess with. If you don't, throw it in your shred. I'm not big time on it. I don't think there's enough copper to make it worthwhile for me. Just gonna keep taking screws out as I see them. What I really like to do is get this whole thing opened up to where I can see what I have to work on. That's what I'm looking for. That's a brand new board in there, by the way. I mean, it's absolutely brand new. He told me it was. He actually said he'd like to have it back if he could get it, so I don't know how to get it off there once it's popped through. I'm not 100% sure how to get it off without breaking it. Maybe these, press that in just enough to pull it off. And I'll try that first because from what I understand, this board is relatively expensive. And I don't plan on cutting anything that goes to it. To be honest with you, I don't want to cut anything that goes to it. So no wires cutting. Let's see what we got here. Thinking I just want to unplug everything from this board. Oh, it's got a little burnt end right there. That's never a good sign. Yeah. It's never a good sign when you got a little burnt spot right there. So whether that works or not, I could not tell you. I would be just a little bit leery of it. But I'm going to save it and see if my AC repair guy is something he might be interested in. might just keep this intact the way it is, actually. Keep it intact just the way it is without taking it all apart. If it is worth anything, I want to make sure I save what is worth something. Let's see what we got here. Money, money. I guess I could have left that board on here. Boy, this wire's going everywhere, guys. Wire's going everywhere. I mean, it's called a control panel for a reason, though. Controls something. Damage it the least that I can, obviously. Lots of pins that seem like they'll just pop right off of there. Some that won't pop off so easy. Yeah. These things right here, for me, are 25 cents a pound. Well, it might have went down a little bit since copper dropped, but 25 cents a pound, just like they are. Some people cut the copper out of them. I never have. All right. We got 7/16. Come on, baby, get on there. Yes, sir. I'm gonna throw that thing on the scale just for the heck of it. What do you think? Let's go to the scales. Tar. All right, let's figure it this way. 25 cents a pound, just like it is. Like I say, some people shred. Some people will cut them open, take the copper out of there. It's gonna be number 2. But there's a lot of steel in it, so for me it's not worth it when I can throw it on the scale and get 74.4 pounds. So 75 pounds times 25 cents. Hey Siri, what is 25 times 75? Oh, my phone's off. Okay, so 10 times 75 is $7.50. 20 times 75 is $15. So there you got it, 15 bucks, just like it is. All right, generally a bucket's 2 pounds. Number 1 and number 2 copper came out of that thing. 32.4 pounds. So there's 30 pounds of copper. We got 30 pounds, 32.4, so that gives me 30 pounds of number 1 and 2 mixed. But yeah, that's not bad out of